Okay then guys, so welcome to the third episode of the Class of 16. We start off this episode with an offer coming for Juan Mata from AS Monaco. They tried to get him for 18.5 million, but we said no. Give us 20.5 million and he is yours. Dybala also rejected, Juventus rejected an offer for Dybala. I mean, we're just not getting him, are we? He's tied to Juventus because it is his. He only just moved in last season. Anyways, so a pre-game, we moved around a couple of players for the first game of the season. It's against Spurs at Old Trafford. In real life, we played them and we beat them 1-0. The only goal coming from Kyle Walker, who tapped in an own goal from a cross. Can't remember who it was from, but yeah, all I can remember is it was an own goal by Kyle Walker, which separated the two teams in real life. Hopefully we can beat them in the game, and that is the man we're going to try and beat, and probably struggle to beat, to be honest. The tallest out of their team, and it is the tallest player on their team, who is Hugo Lloris. We did transfer in this man Renato Sanchez to strengthen up the midfield a bit. We had Sean Goss, whatever his name is, Sean Goss, in midfield alongside the big man Timothy Fosu Mensah, but I mean he was like 52 rated. He just wasn't really going anywhere, so I decided to drop him to the subs bench. Anyways, we do start off this game, and to be honest, from the first minute I can tell you for sure Tottenham Spurs were on the front foot, but we almost every single time we almost get into their half even, but we are just absolutely blocked out by them, which is very, very unfortunate. Here Depay comes back with some defensive work, passes it back to Butland, and that's just showing you we were absolutely pinned back in our own half. The first half was quite slow and obviously goalless, as the score still stands at 0-0, and I mean, we're only 22 minutes after the break, just after the hour mark. Who scores for Spurs? Obviously, it is Harry Kane. I go attacking, hoping that I might be able to pressure them into some mistakes. Went high pressure as well. Try to pressure them around the back, but obviously they are going to just park a bus, and we're gonna find it really hard to beat them and break them down. I make some substitutions here, trying to freshen it up. Januzaj, I wasn't too sure if I wanted to bring him on. I brought Rashford on just for like a fresh burst of pace. Just was quite hopeful that he'll do something for us. And then I decided to bring Januzaj on, but I just wasn't really sure where to put everyone. I mean, Pereira's pretty dead, not really doing a ton, but Januzaj is a born winger, so he would be better on the wing rather than up in cam. So then I decided to leave Lingard on, take Pereira off because he was doing pretty bad. This turned out that it didn't make any impact on the game whatsoever. As you can see, that the only two chances being a miss from James Wilson here. Cut in, beat quite a few players, but his shot went way, way, way high and wide from what's his name? From the young Englishman, but the other slightly young Englishman, not too young, Harry Kane scored the only goal of the game. Here we do some training, and Pereira actually goes up to 70 rated. Hopefully he'll just improve a bit, because in that last match he was just absolutely shocking, to be quite frank. And so far, out of a possible 3 points, we're still on 0. And as you saw there, we do we do have our offer of 20.5 million for Juan Mata accepted, so he will go. And as someone else who I want to bring in with quite a bit of money that we've got is this man here, Neymar of Barcelona. He's 23 years old, so he is eligible. I've heard that he's not the best in career mode, and that someone like Bale or Ronaldo or Messi is a lot better. Obviously, they're all in that same 90 plus category. Suarez as well, better than Neymar. But they're all obviously too old, so I offered another player who's too old for us to use, Wayne Rooney, in a part swap deal, 55 million plus Wayne Rooney. I hope that will be enough to bring the almost retiring actually Englishman in. Apparently he's a bit out of the team for the Euros, out of the England team. I'm not too sure about that. He's still like, you know, he's still a really good player, and maybe as a striker he's lost a bit of pace. His turn, his strike. I mean, his strike's still phenomenal, but his turn maybe isn't as good as it used to be. So maybe that's why if he does go and play for England the Euros, he will be moved down to more of a cam role. Anyways, we do have a game now against Aston Villa, and as you saw right at the start, they were in absolutely full sweat mode. They play with 5 at the back, 3 in the middle, and 2 up front. They have a corner which I try to take out with Rashford, but he only gets tackled around about the halfway line. On world class, almost as if like until he gets the halfway line, it's fine. We'll stand off you, let you get past us a bit. Anyways, Depay there was cut out, but yeah, there the defender just stopped. But as soon as he gets to the halfway line, players are running in. But Depay this time is in acres of space. Defenders are kind of stepping off. He passes it out to Martial on the left hand side, who goes to the shot, but Veretout, is that how you even say his name? Veretout, I don't even know, cut him out before he could even get a shot on goal. Anyways, their first shot on goal comes there when Butland had to make a pretty decent save from, not like the shot wasn't too powerful, but it was alright. Yeah, the shot wasn't too powerful, but it was alright. But it was heading for the bottom right hand corner, so it was very, very helpful that our keeper, Jack Butland, managed to get all the way down. And now Brad Guzan, the how old is he? I'm pretty sure he's in his 30s. Anyways, he does pick out our corner from the sky and does keep it at 0-0, and that is how the game ended. As you saw there on the match highlights, it was a game with the keepers. Literally nothing else really happened, to be honest. And once again, I'm looking at a couple of attacking talents. This time it's not necessarily going to be the most, like the highest rated, just a guy who we can sometimes bring off the bench. And I know we have got a couple of wingers. We've got obviously we've got what's his name, Januzaj, we've got Lingard, but to be honest, none of them are quick enough in my opinion. I am quite a pace addict. I do love my players to have a really nice bit of pace, and none of them wingers really have much pace. But this guy, Brandon Marker, he's got about 85, 86 pace, which is alright and should be a couple of defenders. However, another player much higher rated, about 22 ratings higher, 22 ratings higher, in Neymar. Take quite a bit of training to get Brandon Marker to the same level as Neymar, but we do offer them another deal, 75 million plus Wayne Rooney. That adds up to about 100 million, which is a lot of money, so I'm pretty sure that they will accept that. City also did reject our offer of I can't remember what our first offer for Brandon Marker was, but I mean his valuation is only 850,000, and they are asking for 101.6 million for him, which is quite a large fee, to be honest, but he is a very, very talented youngster, and obviously he is from City, who are obviously one of our main rivals. Anyways, I really want to get Neymar as well. Barcelona did accept our offer of 75 million plus Wayne Rooney for him, so we're gonna go in and offer him a contract. He wants 230 grand a week for 4 years. That's fine by me, but that'll be the end of today's episode. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to drop it a like, subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.